Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of 4 Stars. In this episode, we're going to be continuing where we last left off by hopefully exploring our next star system, by expanding and ensuring our logistics and supply chains are where they need to be, and just continuing to expand and play the game. So let's start immediately. The first thing that I want to check out is ensuring that we got our fuel supply sorted out. So Ephes, not a lot of fuel there. We're going to have to get fuel moved over. Colt, got a decent amount of fuel. Sevulia, 4.8 million liters. Istrunus, no fuel. Vulia, no fuel. Trapiscan, no fuel. That is something we're going to have to sort out. We also got Thodalia and Dilmara, which don't have any fuel either. So that's a problem, because if we don't have fuel there and they can't build ships properly, and I'm just adding a refueling station because this was a mistake I made when I originally did the game. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then, also if we have a look at projected usages, we're running out of uranium hard, so we're gonna have to start getting uranium moved over as soon as possible. So yeah, let's think about this. So I want to have first tankers. You guys transfer your fuel to Ephes because you got fuel available. Then second tankers moving fuel already. Mineral transport. Destroyer division, freighter division. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for some of these tankers. I mean, we do have this tanker, this tanker. I'm gonna set you up to move fuel over to Thodalia, Dilmara, because we have no fuel in that area. So I'm gonna set you up to be third tanker division. I'm also gonna do something that someone recommended, which was to put the names of where they're going in the name of the fleet, which is what I'll do. So we're gonna do Sevulia. If that's correct, Sevulia, I think it's just Sevulia. Then that's going to be going to Thodalia. We're then going to move that over to the support command. We're going to have you go over to Sevulia. We're going to have you refuel from the colony, and then transfer that fuel over. We're going to do that though over a year period, so 31. There we go. So that'll be 360 days. Then you're going to transfer that fuel over to Thodalia. So Thodalia, transfer fuel. And then you're going to refuel from Sevulia. Cycle those orders. Then we need to get something moved over to Trapiscan. So I'm going to have you temporarily refuel from Colt. Then head over to Trapiscan and transfer that fuel and then move back to Colt, assumingly. We also need to assign some extra governors, if possible. Specifically production, I want to get... Yeah, this guy's not any useful here. We need him on Sevulia because we need the production capability. Because Sevulia is our only fuel refinery, and there's not a lot of fuel actually there. So, in terms of like refining capabilities. So, I'm also going to go to Ephes, not Ephes, to Vulia. I'm going to order up some. I'm going to just down queue both of these for now. I'm going to order up 50 fuel refineries at 50%. So, yeah, that's 25. Oh, I guess we have 75 left, right? There we go. So that should be done relatively shortly, and then we can move those over. Another thing is we do have production capacity here, but we don't have the necessary minerals. So I'm going to instead order up another 25 construction factories if we can. Now let's go for 10. 10 will be fine for now, 100%. So that'll be done on the 3rd. Not the 3rd, but on May, the 3rd year. That works for me. And we also need to order up and make sure that we're building I'm going to order up a couple more tankers. Let's do one more tanker. We're going to have 2 more Sherwells done, and we're going to need those Sherwells. Alright, let's start incrementing along here. Where are our exploration divisions? So that's first exploration division's there. We got our survey locations. We're nearly done with surveying the system, so we should be able to do some there. First tanker division completed orders, and you're orbiting Ephes. So they moved their fuel over. Again, I'm going to wait a little bit until we can get some more fuel sorted out for some more fuel sorted out for Cevulia, but right now it's just not manufacturing a lot, so we'll just give it a little bit of time. Fighter division, you guys are moving over infrastructure, but you're refueling from Thodalia. Thodalia should get some fuel to it some point, so that's not a problem. Yeah, we're just gonna need to wait mainly. I did note that the reserve idea, what the hell was it? It was Lafoy? No, it wasn't Lafoy, it was Draco 1. Doesn't make much sense, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. And we're gonna move that Vendorite over as needed. We'll move it to Vulia as our main production hub, and then we'll move the resources from Vulia to elsewhere that we need. We'll filter it out from there. Again, we're going to wait until February where we can get the additional freighters, which is going to be the most important thing. So 2 more Sherwells, and I'm going to order up 2 more as well because we need as many freighters as we can get our hands on. So we're going to go for 2 Sherwell class vessels. There we go. I'm then going to go over to our situation over here, and I'm going to rename you to 6th Mineral Transport Division. And then the 7th Mineral Transport Division. There we go. And before we do this, I'm going to set a reserve of 2400 uranium. And I'm going to then have you rename you. So you're going to go from Vulia to Ephes. So you're going to load all uranium. And then you're going to unload that onto Ephes. You're then going to refuel from Ephes, and you're going to cycle those move orders. Though we do want to set that up properly, don't we? So I'm going to put in a what you call it? It's a load uranium, but I'm going to put in an order delay of, let's do 6 months. 6 months works. So we'll go 15,000 or whatever, and then we're gonna have you unload at Ephes, not with that amount of delay on. Ephes, unload on minerals, from colony, cycle orders. Okay, you're sorted, and you can go into here. You are going to move over Sorium from Vulia, so we're going to have you sell a reserve of 1,000 Sorium. And then we're going to have you go over to Vulia. So you're going to load Sorium. You're going to do it at the same amount. So 3-1. There we go, but in a year's interval instead of 6 months. And then you're going to transfer that over to Cevulia, which is right next door because it's a moon. So unload all minerals, and then you're just going to refuel from that. And then you're just going to cycle those move orders. So that works, and then I'm going to rename you to Cevulia to... No, Vulia to Cevulia. I'm going to put you under there. So that should hopefully resolve our issues in those regards. Any other places that need fuel? Delmara, again, is going to need that fuel moved over. So is Thodalia... Vulia has some fuel it's making, obviously, now. So Vulia's got its fuel. We have fuel on Ephes. We don't have fuel on Colt because we took that fuel off. But we are going to need some fuel on Colt if we're going to be able to make missiles, because they actually did finish all their missiles, but we can't build any more until we get that fuel moved over. So I'm going to have you go to Air first, transfer that fuel to Colt, and then we can start building some more missiles, which we're going to need. Which, there we go. Again, we're kind of having some fuel problems. I mean, the main challenge of this is getting everything to work together. We have a lot of minerals, a lot of abilities. I mean, if we have a look through the mineral tab here, we have a ton of minerals spread out through all of these, you know, areas. It's just about getting that, you know, the fuel to the right places. So we're going to give another ordnance. I'm going to order up 188 more missiles. So we want to start building up a stockpile of these, even if they're not going to be the greatest missiles. We want to be able to, you know, continue some kind of a fight in the future. We're now surveying Tider, and we are also going to be surveying down here. We have a shortage in uranium. That is not great. I wanted to get that uranium moved over. What's going on with that? That'll be 100 days before we get that moving, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. There's going to be some shortages. The Helene and Titania just finished, didn't they? Yes, they did. Did we get that fuel actually moved over to Thodalia? No, we did not. Though I think it's on the way. If we have a look over at our tanker, Savulia, it was dropped off somewhere, that's for sure. I think it was dropped off to Colt. Yes, it was dropped off to Colt. We're going to need to start producing a lot more fuel. That's for damn sure, though. So I'm going to have you refuel from Colt and then transfer fuel to that colony. There we go. And then we can have the... you're fine. No problems there. We'll keep the Thodalia there. But you two detach. I'm going to rename you to the 2nd Destroyer Division. Actually, we don't really want to rename you to anything yet. So we're just going to have you refuel. Then I want you to go to Ephes, do a refuel resupply. And then I'll have you join where you're needed. There we go. You should be sorted. You're going to need to go to Colt, though, load ordnance. So, yeah, loaded ordnance. So it's got ordnance, fuel, all that stuff. And then we have our destroyer division currently orbiting Thodalia, which I'm going to move back to Thodalia. Now, Thodalia has maintenance supplies, so we're kind of in the clear there. So we can then add you to the 1st Destroyer Division. So now we have 4 destroyers with a single guided missile destroyer. If I then go over to Dilmara, I would like to order up 2 Phonos guided destroyers, and that will cost us... we'll be able to afford that, but we're going to need to get maintenance supplies moved over as well here, and we're going to need the supply ship if we're going to make that happen. We don't really have a free shipyard, because we don't have a free shipyard. We are trying to build one, but you know that's going to vary success. We're kind of focusing on other things right now. The Dune and Nen, which are over here. What the hell are the Dune and Nen? Dune and Nen, low fuel. I bet you're the one in regards to yeah, you're here. 57 days. Are you guys gonna be okay in terms of our tanker? Because we should be getting fuel over to Thodalia. Yeah, you're not gonna be okay. Okay, go to Colt, refuel, and then I'll give you some new orders. Yeah. Have we surveyed any of the server locations yet? Not that I can see. No. Okay, you can then load infrastructure, then unload it on the Tara, because that was what you were doing. Then refuel from Colt, and then just cycle back those move orders. And we are now, we're surveying. Do we find any jump points? No, we did not. Colt finishes infrastructure production, which is a great timing. We do have a stockpile of resources on the planet. So I am actually going to order up 15 fuel refineries to be built. And get them ready to go. Okay. Unable to load Verenderite. That's probably to be expected. Dragu 1. Because we also have them loading... Yeah. Everyone's getting resources from you. So we don't need you to do much now. So instead of the situation where we're loading from Dragu 1 directly, we're going to go loading from Vulia, which is what we're doing here now. So Estrunus, we're going to have you go to Vulia. You're going to load Verenderite. Yep. And then you're going to unload that onto Estrunus. And then you're going to refuel from Sevulia, which is just the hop skitch away right there. You'll cycle your move orders. And we're going to make sure that we set in a reserve here of 1,000. But it shouldn't be an issue, as we are moving over everything that we need. And we did get that, yeah, we got that uranium moved over, which is fantastic news. So not an issue there at all. We're now in the 3rd year. Unable to load Verenderite from Julia. Oh, are you... No, you're fine. No problem. Oh, did I set them up wrong? Or did you just move all of them by that point? Maybe you just moved all of them? Yeah, you did. You were just good at your job. Nothing that I can say about that. So I'm just gonna have you do it yearly then. So 3, 1, 3, 6, and then go to Estrunus, unload all minerals, and then refuel from Sevulia, and you're sorted. No problems there at all. And 5-day. Another Sherwell was built at Ephes. It's good to see. Another one was built as well. I'm going to order up 2 more Sherwells. Should be our fleet. 1, 2. Oh, those were Anans. Those are really expensive. Yeah, we do not want to build those just yet. I'm going to order Sherwells. Another thing is we want to get fuel harvesting on the way, because we do have large... If we have a look over at this, Vitara has 45 million tons of sodium. But we need sodium harvesters for that, and for getting sodium harvesters, we need to research. And I'm going to make a decision then to take away from these 2 and put into construction and production. I'm going to leave them with 1 lab just to ensure their training. But we're gonna kind of leave them by. We also have some admin command problems, so we need to solve that. Let me have a look then. Enable admin commands. Let's get a production guy. Let's get you assigned. There we go. 5-day increments. See if we find any jump points. I don't think we have yet. We'll try to. There we go. We found a jump point. So we'll be able to actually find something to transit through. And I'm going to have our military jump tender division move into position. There we go. Let's have the 1st exploration division. So under command of Commander Colin Symington of the NSS El Junda. We're going to have you go through the jump point. 1, 2, 3. Okay, system of Adhar. Okay, interesting. I'm going to turn your actives on. Actives on. So just establish that active sensors. Whoa, you are big. What the hell? It's a big system. It's a really big system. That's 0.2 light years across. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's insanity. How far away is this? 7 billion kilometers, 25, 30 billion kilometers from the jump point. I'm not even bothering. I am not even bothering on that. Speaking of, we are going to need some, I'm going to build another outreach, because we are going to need another one. Even though that's expensive. That's weird. I've never seen such a massive system before. New jump point detected. I hope that's not all the jump points. So I'm gonna move our jump tender, military jump tender, because we're using jump tenders for this. We're gonna be a lot securer, but there are, you know, there are the other issues with it as well. Does that have anything to do with? Let's have a look. System bearing, distance, 1.37 billion. Oh, we found another jump point. Okay, 2nd Division under the command of the NSS Delling. You're refueling, actually. So that's actually sending you through here. We're going to have you go through jump point, which is your jump point number 3. Standard transit. So that'll take you 45 days to arrive. Okay. Okay, this is really odd. I'm not used to systems being this large. Yeah, that's not normal. That's really strange. These are big systems. So I want to have the 1st Exploration Division come back, because, you know, we can survey, obviously, but they're large. I mean, it's just going to take a lot of work. The systems themselves look fine, but it's just a bit strange. I'm not sure what could actually be causing that, though. Move to location, please. Move to location. 82 days. Oh yeah, they can't actually move that. Yeah, might have forgotten about that one. Move to location. Oh, it's Mirza. Museum. We need to sort the orders out for the 2nd Exploration Division. No, the 1st. There we go. And we can then have you transit back through, and then we'll have you move to the 2nd point. And then I'm going to have the jump tender also obviously move to the 2nd point. So that'll take you 70 days. Yeah, I've never seen systems this big. That is very odd. I hope that's, again, I hope that's not all of them, because that's 2 in a row. Okay, you're sorted out. Yeah, let's have 1st Exploration Division. Jump point number 2, is it the correct one? Yeah, jump point number 2. Let's have them move into standard transit. This one's a bit closer, so gotta be a little bit careful. Oh yeah, okay, this is a normal size system. I mean, even then it's big. It's a big system. But it's not absurd. It's big, but it's not insane. That's really weird generation. Ooh. Those are 2 habitable worlds, Earth-sized. Gravity's like Earth. Nitrogen, oxygen atmospheres. Hell, this, if it wasn't for the gravity, this has pretty much got a breathable atmosphere. Besides the carbon dioxide, if you got rid of the carbon dioxide, it'd probably be breathable. 3 very interesting worlds. Obviously, this is a big disappointment, but these are 2 very human-like worlds. So we're gonna see what we can find here. It takes 30 days to move between the 2. 2nd Exploration Division finished there. I'm going to have the military jump tender then move over to jump point 1, and we're gonna have the 2nd Exploration Division also move over to jump point 1. So I don't think it's all systems. I think we just got weirdly lucky. Okay, once you're there, you can then do a standard transit. Still, these are big systems. Like, it's not a joke. It's like 5 billion kilometer distance. I've never seen systems this big. Maybe it's something to do with 4 stars. I'm unsure. Well, this one's a bit of more of a letdown. To be fair. Canis Majoris, though, got a lot of potential. Got a lot of potential. Let me have a look. Mineral concentrations. Oh, we also have some junior problems. And how's our production coming along? Fuel refineries. That's coming along fine then. Let me have, because we should have had some more fighters finish up. Yeah, we did. Actually, a bit of a backlog. I'm going to rename this to the 3rd Freighter Division. The Freighter Division. Load fuel refineries, then unload them on to Sevulia. Then move back to Vulia, and then just cycle those orders. So yeah, that should work out for us. 12.3 days. Okay, let's have a look at the resource spread out. Ton of corundium, ton of gallicite, really good magnesium. This has a breathable atmosphere actually. 1.19 pressure, dangerous atmosphere 2.0. We just have to get rid of the carbon dioxide, and that's a perfectly habitable planet. That's incredible. There's that good of a planet just sitting there. We have this world, which has a breathable, too much oxygen in the atmosphere, so we have to bring that down. Have to lower or increase the temperature a little bit, but that's pretty much habitable. So these are like 2 pretty much habitable planets. We just have to do a tiny bit of terraforming. Just move some ground-based installations. We don't even need to move stations. But yeah, definitely want to colonize both of these. These are big worlds. We also, again, having those admin command issues. So I'm gonna go to naval admin commands. I'm gonna get rear admiral lower half, and we're just gonna get those assigned accordingly, so we don't get that. It's bugged, not a bugged, but get the annoyance there. Good thing I gave these a lot of range then. Ground survey potential minimal. Oh, what's going on with the Dione? Are you guys at Delmara? Yeah, you are. Okay, that's a problem. You guys are built and ready. You need to head to Thodalia, refuel, resupply. And I'll get you a repair over at Tropskin. Oh, yeah. You can't refuel, can you? What did we find here again? So number 3, ton of gallicite. Okay, these are big worlds. Big, important, impactful worlds. Military jump tender. Let me get you moved back over to here. That'll take you 25 days. He's there surveying. You should be able to come back. We have you now sitting on here. Can it not? Because it doesn't recognize it as stable. Oh my God, it's actually annoying. Fuel less than 50%, refuel, resupply. Fuel less than 50%, refuel. Problem exceeded, do that. Survey nearby bodies. System. Oh, why am I doing this? First exploration division. Refuel from colony. There we go. Yeah, I can't. Okay, go to Serenus. Go to Ephesus probably wouldn't be closer. Trapezium would be closest. Then head back to this system. Again, these are big systems. It's very weird. We need to sort your standing orders out because your standing orders are causing issues. Yeah, these are large distances. Very unusual. I never usually see this. We need to start some repairs over on Trapiskin, though. Trapiskin, we can begin repairing. Yeah, repair the Dione. Repair. And I'm also going to then build a 4th vessel, and then I'll probably stop there until we can get some other vessels, but we do want to get a number out. Research rate 240 RP done. Then I'm going to put the construction and production into Sorium Harvester. But yeah, that's great. That does boost our research quite a bit. We do still have, if we go over to Savannus, one more jump point unexplored, right? I'm pretty sure. No, we know about all of them. N17 Canis Majoris, New 3 Canis Majoris. Ah, yes, this is this one. Which we will need another jump tender if we're actually going to be able to move past and through into. Did we get that built at all? No, we didn't. You need to be moved as well to the freight command, and I need to have a look at progress on that. That'll be done December of next year. So quite a bit of a time away. So nothing to worry about there. Some more resources. Do we find anything of other value? No, not really. But still, very, very good worlds. And definitely very interesting. The Barney Hololzy. Second was this one. Unload, move to location. Ah, yes. Do a refuel there. How is the fuel situation looking now? Because that's the most important thing. 120 fuel refineries. We are doing 6.34 million liters of fuel. You have fuel, but you're kind of running out. Leforia, Derm doesn't have fuel. Istrunus doesn't have fuel. Savulia has the fuel, obviously. Trapiskin has fuel. Dodalia has fuel. Delmara has fuel. Okay. That works for me then. Insufficient minerals on Trapiskin. We're going to have to get uranium moved over then. So I'll have to set aside a freighter for that. But for now, we can stop production, and it's not that important. Well, it kind of is, because we're building a vessel and repairing there. I'm going to detach the Hololzy Bay. I'm going to then have you be renamed to the 8th Mineral Transport Division. Fulia to Trapiskin. And I'm going to have you begin loading from Vulia. Load uranium every... Let's do every 6 months. No. Every year. And then bring that over to Trapiskin. Unload. And then refuel from Savulia. Cycle those orders. We should have had a lot of geranium come in here. Yeah, we do. But boronite, neutronium, cobramite, and titanium, less so. So we're going to have to get that sorted out here. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to leave the episode off here. Very interesting. Very interesting. I've never found systems this big. I mean, look at one of these systems. 0.44 light years across. To get from the center to the outer, you're traveling a single light year. To give reference to that, that is 100 billion kilometers, 100 billion kilometers. That is, 300 billion kilometers, 400 billion kilometers, 1,500 billion kilometers. That is insanity. And it's not just that system, it's this system as well. So this is, I mean, yeah, still look at that. That is insane. I mean, that is just 250 billion kilometers to get to the outermost planet. Never seen this before, but it's interesting. It's a very, very interesting situation. We do seem to be starting to find other places that don't have that situation, but I've never seen this and so close to home. But yeah, I think I'll leave you guys there. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Goodbye. And special thanks to members Impassive 9001, Scott Mundy, Tiki 832, Ryan Smelly, It's Honey, Zaven, Death himself, Cliff S, Alex Roberts, Fishik, Gravmania, Lewis Neto, and King Stroza.